it is called second air. And then the third air we have to understand. While when we are exhaling, suppose we use our voice, we speak to each other with our voice. Now there is a new item called voice. What is sound? What is the sound? It is the third stage of air, because the respiration with voice becomes our utterance or our word. Therefore, the voice is the third stage of air, because it disturbs the sound principle in space and produces the sound vibrations to go and touch the ears of others. It is like swimming in a pool. Suppose there is a pool made of sound. That is what we call space. Space is a pool of sound. We make a disturbance in the sound with our voice. And then there are sound vibrations. Then we listen to the sound vibrations. But we understand the idea of the person. What we listen are the sound vibrations, but what we listen are not the sound vibrations. We listen to the idea of the other person. The sound vibrations are only the vehicles. If we go to the railway station to bring our friend Rodolph, we are not going there to see the railway station. We are not going there to see the railway train or the compartments or the seat in the train, but we want a person. But we go to the railway station not to the person. But we meet the person, not the railway station. Same thing occurs when we are speaking and listening to each other. We are speaking sound vibrations, we are listening sound vibrations, but we are understanding the other person. No fool listens to sounds. Everyone tries to listen to the ideas of the other person, but he has to listen to the sounds. Like that, the third air is breath with sound, which includes the idea of the other person, which means the presence of the person. So, the third air is air as presence. The first air is objective air, second air is vital air, third air is air as presence. So, Aquarius indicates, that means sound vibration that is born in space. Air is also born in space. Respiration is also born in space. Sound is also born in space. This third aspect is indicated by Aquarius. This is the meaning of the second part of the sentence. These three stages will be felt by you clearly while you are conducting the art of respiration according to the yoga practice. That is the yoga of Patanjali. That is, when you are taking in respiration, observing the movements of your own respiration, and then breathing out your respiration, at the same time observing the movements of your respiration. Uttering your own voice with your respiration out. That means as long as you are exhaling, you are uttering your own voice. At the same time, listening to your own voice. This is the practice you have to do if your Aquarius were to give you the real initiation. This is what is called pranayama, or the art of breathing, by Patanjali and the Bhagavad Gita. This pranayama has nothing to do with the pranayama of other schools of practice. For example, in some schools of practice, they ask you to breathe in and keep the breath for some time inside and then breathe out. For example, you are asked to breathe in counting 10 numbers, control your breath counting 40 numbers and breathe out counting 20 numbers and keep lungs empty counting 5 numbers. After breathing out, keep 5 numbers. And then again breathe in counting 10 numbers. This is one method. But the method of Patanjali and Bhagavad Gita are quite different. We consider those things as standard. If you practice this pranayama, then you will experience what the third air is. When you are uttering your voice in a uniform way and listening to it, you will experience the third air. This is what the sentence means. We will repeat the sentence once again. It represents the establishment of man in the fourth plane and in the third state of air, the spiritual air. It will be further explained tomorrow. Total you got 6 years? Then it is correct. Yes, I will explain. There are some little doubts which I will explain about it. There are many types of the division of the year, but the purpose decides the type of the year we have to take. For the purposes of counting the span of life and for counting the number of months and days in conception, pregnancy, and for the purpose of calculating the planetary periods of a span of life, it is to be taken like this. 30 days a month into 12 months. So 360 days an year. So we should not take 365 and odd, this solar year. So all biological phenomenon, they belong to this calculation because they depend upon the reproduction cycles. That is the month for menstrual cycles. Therefore, we always calculate the span of life with taking an year as 360 days and 1 month as 30 days. You calculate it in the same way. You use the method of proportion, the rule of 3, all of you, or any other method. Anyhow, it is proportionate. So I hope by tomorrow the others also make the calculations. I will give you 2 more steps for today, but I will wait if all the people will calculate the sub-periods of one period like this by tomorrow. Now I will give you the 2 more steps. How to find out the period at birth. You have the beginning of Aries. Taking that point, divide the whole zodiac into 27 equal parts. You will get another zodiac, not of 12 signs, but of 27 signs. So, you should divide the 360 by 27. Each sign will be 13 degrees 20 minutes. I think, yes. 13 degrees 20 minutes. We divide the degrees totally. We get 27 equal arcs. Each arc is 13 degrees. Now you make equilateral triangle of all the 27 divisions. So in each arc you have 9 divisions. In each arc the first division belongs to Sun. That is, here the first division belongs to Sun. Here also the first division belongs to Sun. Here also the first division belongs to Sun. Suppose anyone is born with the first division as the ascendant. That means he is born in Sun's period. Also, if he is born with this as ascendant, that is, even then his birth period when he was born, the period was sun period. Similarly, Sagittarius, the first arc in Sagittarius, if the ascendant is there, then also he is born in sun period. Any doubt? No, just ascendant. All people cannot have sun conjunct ascendant. The degree of ascendant. That is the eastern horizon at the time of birth. At the time of birth. Okay. So, for these three people, they are born in the sun's period. And if you calculate the degrees and minutes, you can make a proportion like this. 13 degrees 20 minutes is equal to 6 years. Suppose he is born in 4 degrees and 12 minutes. 4 degrees 12 minutes is equal to x. So this into this by this. Rule of 3. Just proportion.
It's eine Proportion.
X is equal to 4 degrees 12 minutes. You have to calculate it. And then you can make it the answer into years, months and days. Okay. And you minus this from 6 years because that much is finished. The remaining will be working after his birth. So after that he will get the moon's period. After that Mars period. Like that. Suppose another person is born in the second division. He is born in the moon's period. Any problem? So here also you have the second division. Here also the second division. Like that. So if these three people will have their starting period as the moon period. For them you should calculate 30 and 20 is equal to 10 years. This much is equal to how many years? So you subtract it from 10. You will get the remaining period. Understood? So for him, the starting period will be moon. After that he gets the Mars period. After that the period of the node. Like that as long as he lives. We will try to understand how far we have to calculate and how this span is calculated. So you can make a table like this. The first division sun period, the second division moon period, third division Mars period, fourth division node period, 5 Jupiter period, 6 is Saturn period, 7 Mercury period, 8 South node and 9 Venus period. That is how we have to understand the birth starting period. So the principle is like this. You have a chart prepared with the 27 division. After you calculate the ascendant and after you rectify the ascendant, correct to the degrees and minutes. Then find out in which division the ascendant is existing. In which division the ascendant is. Then refer to your chart. If it is in the first division, it is Sun. If it is second division, Moon. If it is third division, Mars, like that. This is how we are expected to calculate. Now, if all of you show me tomorrow the sub-periods, then I will take up one example. I will calculate on the board the birth period of that fellow, and then I will show you how to add the sub periods one after another. If you want to do it in advance before we meet tomorrow, then if you add the sub periods, then you do not add the calendar years and months directly. It will go wrong because the calendar year is 365 and 1/3 days, whereas the biological year is 360 days. So while making the addition, you have to subtract 5 days in an year from the calendar year. And also, if it is the leap year, that is 29 days in February, then you have to subtract one more day also. Then you will get the results correct. This is if you want to do it in advance. But if you wait until tomorrow we do it for an example, then that's all right. But I hope all of you will calculate the sub periods of the sun period for tomorrow. So for each sub period you have to calculate the rule of 3, that is the proportion method. Or is there any easy method? There is an easy method in ancient Indian calculation. I will tell you now, you can use that method. Suppose you want to calculate the sun's sub period in sun's period. You take the number of years of this and multiply it with itself. Okay, you separate the digits place. Here you will get months. Multiply this with 3, you will get the days. Just wait. Suppose you want, always with 3. Yes. Suppose you want moon's sub period in sun's period. Sun is 6 years and moon is 10 years. Multiply, you will get 60. So 6 months and 0 days. Suppose you want Mars sub period in sun's period. Multiply the both numbers. 4 months, 6 days. Okay. This is a formula given by an arithmetician of ancient India. His name is Aryabhatta. He was an astronomer and a mathematician. He has given many easy methods for table calculation.
Tabulierungen ausrechnen kann.
For 18 years, you can take 18,
Also für
we will do
18.
it, and multiply it by 6. If you want nodes sub period in sun's period, we will get 108. Separate the only digits number.
Die einzelnen Zahlen.
You will get 10 months and 24 days. Always only the last digit. No, here this. Yes?
I have to multiply all with 10.
Yes, only.
And then,
Yes.
okay.
Generally in moon's sub-periods, you do not get number of days. Because the last digit is 0. Because always the last number is 0. You will get only months and sometimes year and months. The secret in this principle is only one. The mathematician has found out an easy method because here the total is 120 and the number of months in the year are 12. So he could find a decimal, and also 120 is 1/3 of 360. So he could give us the formula. Otherwise it takes a longer time. Now for tomorrow I wish all of you calculate Jupiter's sub-periods in Jupiter's periods. Because Jupiter is always lucky, so you will be lucky. Yes, there is a doubt here about Jupiter. Our root questions, suppose we want to calculate with Jupiter. You have to calculate Jupiter's sub-period in Jupiter's main period. That is 16 into 16. The same procedure. You will get Jupiter's sub-period in Jupiter's period. And then Saturn's sub-period in Jupiter's period. And then Mercury's sub-period in Jupiter's period. Then the south node. Then the sub-period of Venus. Then Sun. Then Moon. Then Mars. Then North node.
No.
Then Jupiter's period 16 years complete. Then Saturn's period starts. Like that we have to calculate. No. The last number only to be separated. 25 months.
25
That is 2 years, 1 month and 18 days. Like that. Yes.
Different.
Or Inge asks, suppose if we have 256,
Angenommen, wir haben
16 into 16 is 256.
yes,
256.
16 into 16, where we have to separate. Always only it is the last number that is to be separated, and then it is multiplied by 3 and taken as the number of days,
Anzahl der Tage genommen.
or 25 months. So you get 2 years, 1 month, 18 days, like that. No, it is only to understand the calculation, and because Jupiter is a benefic planet, we wanted to start with